Greetings, survivors, and welcome back to the Cataclysm and to Brutus Salazar. Now, I was a little bit fuzzy-brained yesterday while I was recording the episode. In fact, I didn't end up doing a batch recording as I'd hoped to because of that. And it turns out that was to the benefit of Brutus Salazar, actually, because, it seems that pushing yourself to get back to recording before you're quite 100% does kind of lead to some shenanigans, with me probably more than not. And we did a few sillies. First and foremost, I want to thank Patrick for pointing out that the reason I couldn't make metal arrows. See, somewhere in the back of my head was like, I'm sure there were metal arrows that were better than wooden ones, but I guess I was wrong. No, there were. I was just nowhere near the books that I needed to craft them with. I feel a silly. Beyond that, I need to have a look into the hobo stove again, actually, because that may allow me to cook my food. But let's go ahead and grab you. I want to make lots of those wonderful, amazing arrows. I am, however, going to have to light... you know what? No. Let's go ahead and grab one log. We're going to drop it in here. There we go. Do I have... No, I don't have my campfire drill with me. There we go. And apply this. Let's actually get that going. Ah, there we are. Marvellous, I think. Marvellous. Let's pop you back. Now, thing is, I'm so far away from all of my gear over here that it's unlikely that I'm going to be able to craft these from this position, unfortunately. Alright, what do I want to do with metal arrows then? Because they are glorious in every way. Sinew, plant fiber, yarn, thread, super glue, bone glue. I want feathers, scrap metal, chunks of steel. None of those are nearby. Alright, we're going to have to start moving stuff around then, finally. It is long past the time when we need to do this. So, first and foremost, let's set up a little bit of something then. So, we're going to want probably not a cupboard. I guess we could build a cupboard. All things said and done. I was thinking more along the lines of a counter for food preparation, but a cupboard for storing food wouldn't be necessarily that bad. What else might we want to do? We definitely want one for construction materials. Now, to do that, have we got anything near enough for another locker? We need 2 sheet metals, so we don't know. I can build a cupboard for the time being. There we go. Right, let's move all of these things across, all the way over there, and then we'll get all of this set up properly. And this will probably be enough. Oops, did I not do that correctly? Oh, no, I did not. No, I did not. My bad. Thankfully, I was in the wrong place anyway, so it's okay. There we are, and again, and then we will just drop all these into the cupboard right there. Okay, can we make this now? We can indeed. Fantastic. Okay, can we make a batch of 6? Yes, we can. Let's go ahead, make that out of the scrap metal nearby. We'll use the feathers nearby. And there we are. We've now memorized the rest. That's all I needed to do. Just needed to memorize it. All right. Right, okay, so what we want to do now is we want to unload, or rather, no, actually we do want to activate it to unload it, and then drop all of the wooden arrows over there, and then reactivate it to store the metal arrows. And oh wow, we can just do that next to this cabinet. That's super useful. That's extremely useful, honestly. I approve. Alright, do we happen to have enough for another cupboard? No, we don't have enough 2x4s. Am I carrying my toolbox? No, of course I'm not. Let me drop off the Fletcher's friend. Grab the toolbox from the important locker. And we're just going to cut up one of these into planks. There we go. That should be all we need. And let's make another cupboard right by there. I would like to bring all of the textile stuff over for that. So there we are. Okay then. And there we go. I will just drop that in there. Donk. Perfect. That log lasted a long while. We have actually been up for quite some time now. I'm really bloody hungry. Right, well, let's have a look. I'm not going to just drink the gallon jug of cooking oil, as hungry as I may be. I've got some sausages there, though. Um, Possibly pretzels. Lob those down. There we go. Potato chips as well. There we are. Not exactly a healthy filling meal, but it's good enough for now. The Nico wafers we could go through. Let's not, though. Not for now. I think with that, we're going to head out. We need to do a bit of killing out in the forest, I think. Alright, let's drink a goodly amount of the clean water there. There we are, slaked. We're still very hungry, and that is going to slow us down, and that is going to be a big issue, but for now, it's not awful. I will also drop off the toolbox. We don't need to take it with us for this. Let's drop the toolbox in there. We will discard the 2x4s and splintered woods. And yes, I really should have been paying more attention to the message that I was... A shocker zombie. Ooh. I approve. Brutus Salazar also approves. But we are definitely going to want to lure these ones down around here. So, no, don't remove that yet. Let's wield our longbow. Now, the shocker zombie is going to be especially nice because the shocker zombie is going to... Ouch! That hurts, yes. But the shocker zombie is going to provide us with all sorts of good things. That did actually hurt us quite a lot, unfortunately. So we do need to try and avoid that if we can. And we really need to get those pits spiked up as well. Where's the shocker zombie right now? It's slowly making its way over. Let's have a look at it. It's going to be dead before it gets to me. It'll kill itself in the pits. Let's wait for you to get close. Alright. I'm carrying the wooden arrows. That's a bit of annoying. Oh my lord! Well. I approve of that enormously. No. Shocker zombie, no. There we go. That's what I wanted. And you, I'll take out myself. And again, please. There we go. Oh, alright then. Let's grab these. Stop running. Now, the shocker zombie corpse... a gallon of cooking oil. Alright. The shocker zombie corpse is very, very important for a very specific reason. And that reason is what we might be able to harvest from it. Now, I am hurting in a way that we haven't hurt for a long time. So, let's go in here and take some aspirin. 2 aspirin, I think, will be enough. Also, we're going to use our bandages. Let's work on the right leg first. Then we're going to use it on the left arm. But yes, I was getting to... I should have disassembled the banded wheels, not cut them up. These are not interchangeable. You will often get things from them if you do either, but disassembling is the act of very carefully disassembling something with the right tools, and that's why when you disassemble furniture versus smashing it, you get much better stuff back out of it. And I wasted a lot of resources in the banded wheels, and that was, again, I put it down squarely to the fact that I'm still recovering from being a little bit sick, but a little bit frustrating to say the very least. I would like to use this on my left arm since that will improve, and then finally I'm going to use that on my right leg as well. Just a little opportunity there for us to get our abilities up. Our ability with medicine specifically. Alright, okay. I want to butcher you. There we are. There's a possum approaching. What did we get? Tainted bone. Good, I'll grab that. Butcher you. More tainted bone. So we're not actually seeing very many zombies that have anything on them anymore. Any actual items, that is. Right, now, it is very possible that we're going to be able to get some CBMs from this. Let's just double check again. Our survival skill is 4. That's, yeah, it's not great, but it's serviceable. It's a decent sort of starting entry. And we've also got a fairly good item with us as well. So let's hope, fingers crossed. We discover a burnt out bionic, have some bones, have some flesh, finish butchering the shop is zombie. That's a shame. That is a shame, actually. Oh, well. You can sometimes get fully functioning bionics, but in this case, we did not. Oh well. It would have been great if we could have. Can I take you out? What's my chance to actually hit you? Oh, that's 30% chance if I take my time. There we go. Perfect. Also, I'm noticing that I am not... Ooh, it's bruised because we did quite a lot of damage to it. I should have actually used my wooden arrow for that, realistically speaking. But either way, some raw offal and a chunk of meat. Perfect. We needed some... let me get the mouse off the screen. We needed some food, so it's a good way to start. Right, okay. So let's go ahead and grab a log. Drop the log in here. Where are you? There we go. Also collect the wood ash. There we go. And drop that down here. Wood ash and the burnt... Well, the burnt bionics we may be able to turn in some useful stuff. We'll have a look at that. Let's drop the rags, the leather patches. Now, if we have a look at the burnt out bionics, conducting electricity, yeah. Once a valuable bionic implant, it has not held up well under repeated use. This object has been destroyed by excessive electric current and is now useless. Very sad indeed. Can I disassemble? I cannot disassemble that. Okay, well then we'll try and cut it up if we can. Actually, just drop it for now. Nope, can't. There we go. And can we break it? No, we can't. We can't do anything to that. Oh well, we might be able to use it in some way later on, though. It is remotely possible that we'll be able to do that. Right, start the fire and cook up some... Okay, well, clean water. Maybe that would give us 50 nutrition in total. This would only give us 28 if we just cook the meat. The offal we definitely need to cook, so let's go ahead and do that. Immediately eat it. Look, beggars can't be choosers right now. And then we are going to go ahead and make some... Yeah, let's go ahead and make you. We'll use the water nearby. Oh, I failed to make it, but it didn't waste any materials. Good. There we go. Good. Right. Let's gobble that down right away. There we are. Okay, well, you know, not terrible. Potentially bad, but not. Ah, of course. Now, thing is, this whole area is set up to auto pick up items. Now, I believe there is a way that I can set up a zone where that isn't going to be the case. I wanted to define a zone. I want to add a zone. Select the first point right there. Select the end point right up there. Boom. Home. No auto pickup in here. No NPC pickup. Well, actually, I'll just set that one up there right now because we don't have any NPCs to worry about at the moment. That should be enabled and good. Save changes? Yes. Now we're not going to automatically pick up the wooden arrows. I did think I'd put them in there. See, we're walking past and they're not being picked up. Marvelous. That is probably one of the least documented things I can think of, and it is actually quite annoying. At this point, I'm going to just say pick up any arrow. So let's edit this one to arrow. There we go. And there should be a... Well, you could take it away, not even have a space there, but then marrow would trigger on it. Anything like that. Whereas if you have the wildcard, then a space, it's going to be something space arrow, which will generally only be the sorts of things we want. So let's have a test. Plastic arrow, metal arrows, flaming arrows, small game arrows, wooden arrows, field point. Yeah, everything in here is what we want. So that's good. Yeah, save those changes, please. All right, so we're hungry. Our pain is being managed gradually, but we do need to get out there and actually do a little bit of hunting and hopefully find some more delicious noms. We might get some wild veggies since we have got all of this back. What on earth is that? I need to have a look. Oh, it's a blueberry bush. Very well. There I was, thinking it was some sort of eldritch horror. But no, it's a blueberry bush, and probably just got blueberries in it, actually. Small string, wild vegetables, fresh, good. This is the benefit of living near a forest. Is nature will often provide fresh blackberries. Oh my lord. This is marvellous. And we got some wild herbs. And since we've already planted wild herbs, don't need to plant these wild herbs. Which means tea is in our very immediate future. Oh, this is good times. Alright. What did we leave behind here? Actually, we'll pick up the children's book, sure, and then we'll butcher everything that's here. Grab all of that. Leather is always useful. And we've got another glass jar. We've actually got quite a lot of glass jars now, as it happens. Full of heavy sticks as well. Take those. What is that over there? What are you? Ah, spider's webs. Okay. Oh, it's a spider egg sac. No, I'm not in the mood for slaying helpless spiders. We'll take the bones. We can still make use of those. Garlic cloves. Yep. Ooh, some things over there. Some metal scrap. What on earth happened here for there to be metal scrap just randomly lying in there? Pick up the heavy sticks as well. Always use those to make quite a number of things, actually. Yeah. Ooh, it's starting to get to my weight limit now. Okay, well, we'll drop... Let's use the advanced inventory screen. It's actually, generally speaking, the advanced inventory screen is better in every way. What's the largest weight here? Let's sort by weight. Yeah, that'll be the heavy sticks. Fairly certain it was going to be. We'll just drop those on the ground. So whomp. That'll allow us to continue moving around. Hello, doggo. Got blueberries? Yes. Oh, there's an apple tree over there as well. Right, let's take our time. I want it to get a little bit closer first. It moves very fast, but it will not survive 2 shots from my longbow. Grab the tainted bones. We are, of course, out here right now primarily to find food. So things like the sticks, they are going to take second place in terms of my inventory capacity. But eventually, I know we are going to come over a small blob. We'll deal with that in a moment. I will grab the weather plants, simply because they're so light. There's no real reason not to. Right, okay. Pick a cherry tree. Oh, I thought it was an apple tree. But no, that's fine. Cherry, apple, doesn't matter. It's fruit. And fruit is good. Fruit will keep Brutus Salazar healthy. Ooh, okay. Nice, and a bunch of other items. Let's cut up all of this. No, don't stop unless it's approaching. Don't worry about it. There we go. I could perhaps go and deal with it. And I perhaps should. In fact, I should. There isn't a perhaps about it. I just flat out should. Ooh, can of broth. Wouldn't mind, actually. Let's have a look at you, can of broth. I mean, it would... no. No, we're just outside of our base. There is no reason to use up supplies that will basically keep forever when we're so close. Right. Anything else we want to grab? No. Oh, actually, dog bean, sure. Wild vegetables, some more of. And I think we're going to start heading back with that. We got a fairly good haul, I would say. Nature was very kind. Yeah, we'll just generally make our way in this direction. We'll harvest any more bushes as we go. There we are. Now, generally speaking, I'm not bothering the spider. Oh, barbed wire. Very nice. I'm not bothering the spiders because I like spiders. Realistically speaking, that is a potentially silly thing to do. You probably should deal with spiders when you can, before they become a much bigger problem. I'm just... I refuse. For the same reason that I don't randomly go out and just like murderize a whole pack of dogs. There are just some things that I'm not willing to sacrifice, even in the Cataclysm. Right, okay, so we can now make a bunch of things. Let's quickly quaff some of that. We are going to need a place to put all of our... let's see, can I make... No, I'm going to need some more 2x4s. We're going to need a place to store our food, basically. And we're going to do that first, as it happens, because I feel that that would make better use of the food that we have. So let's just drop all of this down. Right there. There we go. This can go over into the ammo chest. There we are. The weathered plants can go down here. There we go. We want to store... Definitely want to store the barbed wire. The glass jar, well, I mean, technically, yes. But I'm going to keep that. The plastic cup, tainted bone, regular bones. Ooh, no, not those. Scrap metal. No, the small string can go in here as well. There we are. Very nice. Right, I'm going to need to cut up... Well, actually, I'm going to need to grab my toolbox first. There we are. Now I'm going to need to cut up a log into planks. There we are. Now, do you want to make a counter or a cupboard? I feel that a counter makes more sense for food prep, but a cupboard makes more sense for food storage. So, a cupboard it's going to be. I'll pop that one right there. And then we're going to start splitting up our long-term food stores. I think that's going to be the way we're going to approach this one. Alright, let's... Oops, that was the wrong one. There we go. Let's just shunt all of this across. For now, we will sort this out a little bit better momentarily. But for the second, I would really quite like to just make some food. We can make canned fruit? How? We've got a hobo stove. Ah. Okay. We would put it... Oh, it would go in a glass jar. A half-litre glass jar with a metal screw top lid. Used for canning. Sealed... Oh, okay. So I'd be able to actually... This food is perishable and will take 7 days to rot from full freshness at room temperature. Okay, so it's not actually canned. Oh no, it'll give me a sealed glass jar of canned fruit. That's actually super useful. That's stupendously useful. Let's have a look at what else we can make first. I can make some cooked fruit, some cooked wild veggies, some coffee, cooked mushrooms, fruit juice, deluxe scrambled eggs. Yes, I think we will. How many of these can I make? I can make 2. That'll give me 6 portions. And there we go. Let's go ahead and scarf some of these down then. Don't tell me I'm going to go through 2 full portions of deluxe scrambled eggs. Wow. Brutus was hungry. Very, very hungry. I can make mayonnaise. Okay. Good old mayo. Tastes great on sandwiches. I could use to make hamburgers, deluxe sandwiches, cheeseburgers, fish sandwiches, vegetable salads, boring sandwiches, and cucumber sandwiches. Alright. We've got fruit wine must, wood soup. Could make that with sausage. It's actually quite nice. Very nutritious. Take 5 days as well. Sure, we'll make that. We'll use the 1 dehydrated vegetable nearby. That's fine. And I'm going to consume it. Consume it. Consume it again. No, don't consume anymore. Pour it into a container. There is a... I'm not going to pour it into a jerry can. What? I'll pour it into the glass jar. Have I got that on me? Yeah, I do. Good. Well, that's fine then. Let's have a look through the rest of the stuff that we can make. So, I can make mushroom spores. Ooh, I could grow some mushrooms. This appears to be poisonous. I don't want to plant those, so we'll go ahead and we'll get these mushroom spores. I'm fairly certain I know which one that was as well. Cooked acorn meal we could go for. Broth using the wild veggies, bird eggs, mushrooms, herbs, various things. I mean, it's not bad, but let's see, bone broth. Obviously, bone broth is almost always worth doing. Cooked buckwheat. It takes 20 days to rot from full freshness. Wow. A serving of cooked buckwheat groats. Healthy and nutritious, but bland. That's fair enough. Okay, well, we definitely need those glass bottles. Where are they? Let's have a look for glass. Really, I'm certain that we had plenty of bottles. Jar. Ah, okay. Yeah, we've got a bunch of glass jars. Let's have a quick glance at this. Can I actually seal this? Half-liter the glass jar with a metal screw on lid. Could I activate it? No, it will try to eat it. Okay. Let's have a look at the other glass jars. Are they all the same? 3-liter glass jar with a metal screw. Yeah, they are all the same. So we should be able to make canned. What is it? Clean? No, we can't for some reason. Canned. One glass jar. Chunks of meat. Apparently I should be... Maybe it is very specifically that glass jar. It's a half-liter glass jar. Right, okay. Oh, that's quite a shame, actually. If it allows me to do it with one type of glass jar, I would have liked it to allow me to do it with all types of glass jars, but okay. I guess we're just going to have to live with that one. Alright, let me dump a couple of these other items out of my inventory. Let's do that. Let's have a look at the newspaper page. Oh, I can't read. I'm way too far away. Let's read it up here. Children's book. No, that's fine. Newspaper page. Beware undead propaganda. Stories about the dead rising may abet the enemy. A general said today these stories have been tracked to communist sources tied in with the presumably Chinese invasion. Yeah, that's just like, don't believe the thing that is going to probably save you. There we go. Alright, we're not doing too terribly then. We'll drop off the pine cone. Blueberry seeds. Well, actually, I want to plant those. Mushroom spores and garlic cloves. Alright, no, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and grab... Where's my shovel? Oh, my shovel will be over here then. There we go. Shovel. I'm good for food and drink right now. Let's grab a little bit of clean water. Okay, maybe not then. We'll come back to that. But for now, I absolutely want to prepare the ground. So, no, I don't want to do rubble. Let's see. Be in here then. Wait. There we are, till soil. I was starting to think, well, maybe... Ooh, zombie dog spotted. Don't worry about it unless it's approaching. Till this ground. No, don't worry about it unless it's approaching. Now, examine. I would like to plant some mushroom spores and some more mushroom spores there. Now, that's not necessarily the safest thing in the world. In the Cataclysm, mushrooms can sometimes be really super bad. In fact, quite often they are really super bad. However, we're going to live life on the wild side, I think. There we go. Don't worry about the dog. I'm going to have to go and deal with that just because it keeps stopping me from doing anything else. There we are. I'd like to get more of this. So, oh, I can't build where I'm stood. Okay, fair enough. That does make an awful lot of sense. It's kind of gamey to assume that I wouldn't have to worry about that, but oh well. Right, let's get blueberry seeds there. There we go. I should have built those in a different way, but oh well. Let's get all of this done. Now, the zombie dog can, like, easily sneak up on me now, which would suck. There's not too much I'm going to do about that. Alright, let's start getting the garlic cloves down as well. Perfect. There we are. We are expanding our little farm. And I'm actually pretty pleased with that, to be honest with you. Now then, the rest will drop off. We don't need all of these garlic cloves. There we go. I'm going to eat some more wood soup. I'm now very thirsty. Let's drink some of this clean water then. There we are. And I'm a bit tired. But it's been a very long day, to be fair. Now, I would love to get some sort of counter. Maybe we could even have a counter here. Because I could just walk around between these without any particular issue. And this could be where I prepare my food. You know, sat next to this. Or I could have a little table there instead. Maybe I could move these tables across. And even... Oh, yeah, of course. If I did that, I could have the counters on this side. That does seem quite nice. Ultimately, wherever we put our food, I'm going to want to eventually get a mini fridge. But that's going to require more time and also a lot more electrical infrastructure in order to design it and have that run properly. For the moment, though, I just need somewhere to store this stuff. And there's no point worrying about that too much. So I'm going to go ahead and build something, if I can. A cupboard just up there. This one's going to be for my medicines. Grab everything from over here. And we have finally moved away from having everything on those counters. There we go. And cough syrup, yep. Everything seems fine. Okay, place is getting a little bit more tidy now. I can probably build a table, can't? Oh, well, maybe I can't then. I can't build a table at all. That is a lie. Good furniture. 6 2x4s is all that was required. Well, I think we can do that. Let's go ahead, get you, and get you. We should. The fact that I can do all of this in the dark is pretty impressive, actually. And there we go. Well, I suppose for Brutus Salazar, it isn't strictly in the dark. It is just fairly dim. Teapot. Spoon. Where's my spoon? There we go. And a little candle. We'll pop that down there. Might even light the candle. You know what? Just for those times when we don't necessarily want to pull out to light the stove. Yeah, okay. Activate the candle if we can. Can I activate it? I can eat the blob globs? That's terrifying. Don't do that. I need a source of fire. Do I not hold a source of fire with me? There is a campfire drill in... Oh, fine, okay. I'm not going to light it for now then. I'll leave that there. Right, let's drop off the campfire drill. And the shovel. There we go. Drop off the umbrella in the toolbox. Splintered woods need to be dropped as well. Got one more log there. Things are actually starting to come together, I think. Little bit by little bit, but, you know, they're definitely doing that. Go ahead and eat that. Okay, I'm a bit tired now, so I can probably read a little bit before bed. We could read a chemistry cookbook. We are now at that point. Or we could just read the complete home repair guide. Wow, we've got a lot of things have opened up to us now. My goodness. That's actually quite impressive. No, we're going to keep working on trapping, though. Now, that skill will come in fantastically handy for us, in that it will also allow us to avoid traps as much as anything else. Ooh. Alright, we'll drop this off the glass jar, but let me just have a quick look. When is everything going to spoil? 3 days for the wild veggies. 2 days on the mushrooms. That's not so great. We're going to need to deal with that then. Okay, time for me to tuck down for the evening. Let's go ahead and pass some time. This is good. Thirsty, hungry, no longer tired, which is nice. Well, we're getting very thirsty and hungry, which is why our speed is dropping so quickly. There we are. It's too bright to sleep. You wake up. Very well. And it's raining outside. Good. Because we are going to want to top up our clean water tank fairly soon. There we go. Let's drink a bunch of those. Okay, let's grab the log, drop the log in here. And I'm going to need the campfire drill now. There we are. Perfect. Right, let's see what we can make. Now, canned fruit we can do. Canned veggies we can do. Of the two, mushroom spores, that one isn't poisonous. Cooked acorn meal, fruit wine must. Well, there's lots of things here that we can work on. First and foremost, we need some tea. So let's make some tea. Just one. We're gonna make it with clean water. Naturally, we're not gonna foul the tea with using tainted water first. We might do anything else with that. It's not a whole. It's just the tea deserves special treatment. Okay, pour it into a container. Of course, it's gonna go in the teapot. There we go. I think we've got a glass around here somewhere. So we're gonna hold off for a moment. Just let it cool a little bit. It needs to steep. Right. Next up. Pour some coffee in there too. You know, commit the most heinous sin and then get eaten by a Jabberwock because we would deserve it. Cooked wild vegetables. I mean, it's perishable for 2 days, but it's not much better. Cooked mushrooms. We've only got one mushroom that we can reasonably cook from that. Or it would let... Okay, that's not actually so bad. Sure. We'll cook the mushrooms. Now, these should be okay to eat because it won't let us cook the poisonous ones. I say with confidence, not actually knowing that that is the case. Just hoping that it won't let us. Since we know that one of them is poisonous, we can tell that. It would seem particularly silly if we're like, that's fine. I'll cook that one that I know is poisonous. The fire will probably unpoison it. I'm not so sure. Right. Okay, well, we are going to can... I would only be able to make a deluxe sandwich. This Soylent Green, protein shake, granola fruit pie, fruit pancake, fruit waffles, cookies, sugar, and compote. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Sure. We'll use the regular water for that. We're going to use the blueberries for it. Red. Oh, double red. There we go. Marvellous. We'll drop that off. There we go. Right, next up. Let's see what else we're going to do. Actually, I really want that glass. Let's have a look. Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Filter. Glass. Sheet of glass. No, that's not what I want. Where's the actual glass? No. There's going to be a glass here somewhere. Sealed glass, glass bottle, glass bowl. I mean the glass bowl, maybe. I'll take the glass bowl. I'm not going to take the glass bottle. That's fine. Really? Have I not... Don't step in the fire, you fool. There's got to be some... an actual... just a cup. Fine, okay. Well, we'll search for cup. Don't make me have to drink the tea directly out of the teapot. I'll do it. An open plastic cup. I don't think that's going to work. I'm not actually sure that's much better. Things we have been reduced to. Let's have a look. Can I actually use this as a cup? Or is it more like... Oh, this is a thing you put yogurt in. Essentially trash. Yes, I'm not going to put my tea in trash. No. I can go back down here. I will, however, place the glass bowl on the table as well. Okay. No. I think you don't quite understand. Oh, yes, we're going to put that... Yes, there we go. Now I'm going to drink the tea. Okay, everything is a little bit better. And that's where the longbow. Okay. So, moving on to the next food that we should make. This is going to be a fair bit of time just getting all of this out. Buckwheat seeds would be good. Buckwheat seeds would be very good, actually. Let's get that. Next. Actually, what other things can I make into seeds? It doesn't really tell me. I can make more wild herb seeds. Mugwort seeds. It's not particularly important to me, that one. The mushroom spores are the poisonous mushrooms. They might be useful for certain things. And since I'm not going to use them right now... Okay. We'll turn them into seeds, and then later on, should I find a use for them? I'll use them, but for now, no. Meat, nothing there. Veggie, I can make broth, cooked wild vegetables, cooked fruit. Or fruit one must. Now, this is useful. Sweet ball juice made from berries or fruit. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead, use all my blackberries. I'll use the water nearby, and we'll pour it into... And we should have a gallon jug of that. There we go. And... anything else? Well, we're down to the drinks and the vegetables now. Alright, cooked fruit it is. Let's get all of this done. And we're immediately going to consume probably all of it, actually. Yep. And next up, more cooked fruit. Use the blackberry, consume it. Once again. Cooked fruit. Consume it. We're now only hungry, which is quite nice. As for this, though, plenty of wild vegetables. Now, this bone broth is just quite amazing. Sorry, broth is quite amazing. You know what? I'm going to unload my water skin into the clean water tank. We're going to refill it with broth. So let's make 6 broth straight up. We'll just use the regular water. We've got enough garlic cloves, also enough salt, and we can easily get more salt. So I'm going to use salt for most things like that. And we'll pour that into the water skin. There we go. And I should, well, actually we won't go for that one straight away. Let's make a couple of other things. We could have made vegetable soup, actually. Why was that not shown? Oh, maybe it was. Oh, I used the broth for that. Ah, right. How much broth is it? It uses 1 broth to make the vegetable soup, but I would need egg and or some wild... Wow. Making vegetable soup, that's actually kind of crazy, because you make the broth from salt, so 15 salt, 1 wild vegetable, and 1 water. That gives you 1 portion of broth, 40, 30. But you go to vegetable soup, you've now got 4 portions. You've got... Actually, not bad on either. This dramatically extends it. But you are using an egg. Which, you know, it's not that bad. I guess you could use various other things as well. Noodles, potatoes. Yeah, okay. No, that's quite good. I'm going to consume it. And again. And again. And again. Yeah, we'll just go straight away and eat the whole thing. That was reasonable, actually. Now we're down to the various odds and sods, which, I mean, our wild vegetables aren't going to stay good for long. So we're going to just cook them all up. We can make the acorn meal, might as well. Just go ahead and do that using water. And is there much else? Pine nuts. Do that. And that's pretty much it. We've got wild herbs. I'm not sure how much is gonna... We've got 10 days on the mugwort. That's not a biggie though. I think we're actually okay. We can use it to make mugwort oil. What does mugwort oil get used for? Lamp oil. I need glass bottle. Oh, sorry, the lamp rather. Can make lamp oil using tinted tallow or cooking oil. Ah, I need 2 mugwort for that. Okay. Some essential oil made from mugwort, which may kill parasites when ingested. Consume it with water. Yes, don't just drink it straight up. Okay. Well, that's significantly more useful than I realized then. I'm going to make them into seeds. Sure. Right, how much am I carrying now? Also, I'm going to grab the tinder and I'm going to pop it in this room here, this locker here. That should be fine, along with the campfire drill as well. Let's drop off the cooked wild veggies. Well, actually, we'll keep the veggies with us because we're about to head out and do a fair little bit of work. I'm going to need the shovel again. There we go. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get more of this area tilled. I'm not sure how much further out we're going to take the farm. Maybe an extra row beside this one. And then the next task will largely be walling it off. So I'm not entirely certain whether we're just going to go straight up wood walls because they would require nails. Whereas a log wall, I believe, does not. Let's have a quick look at that. That one requires some nails. A log wall just requires logs and 2x4s. So we could make a log wall out of just trees. Nothing else required. Metal wall require all sorts of things that we don't have. Simple concrete, I mean, we have got some concrete around. Or at least we've got a concrete mixer. Making a palisade wall, however, requires significantly more investment. But is potentially pretty awesome. But we're not going to be going for that, I don't think. There's always a stone wall as well, but the amount of gathering required to get enough rocks to build a stone wall all the way around would just be ridiculous. There are fences, though. Barbed wire fences, for example, we could do, or even chain link fences. That's a possibility. Barbed wire fence specifically is quite nice. We're going to want to set up some barbed wire fences just randomly around the perimeter of our shelter, no matter what, because they will allow us to capture small game. Well, actually, I think small game can just get past it, but some of the larger game will just walk into it and die in quite large amounts. Actually, I'm not sure if rabbits will get caught on it or not. Dogs definitely will do. Obviously, like bats, crows, they won't. Possums might, though. I'd have to double check, but they're quite useful. It might not be that barbed wire fences things can get through, but rather I know that nail board traps, most small game ignore it completely. But maybe barbed wire fences they don't ignore. We'll have to see. But that's going to be it from me for now. So I'm going to get to tilling this ground, and I will bring you back in the next episode, where hopefully I will have most of that work done. But until then, and as always, from me and Brutus Salazar, do take care.